Welcome to this week's edition of Fridays in the Field, being brought to you by FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank. I'm Susan Littlefield, and we are just outside of Columbus, Nebraska, where this growing season I'm going to get the chance to follow Jim Kamrath. Jim has the help of his son and one of his grandsons as well when it comes to the farming operation. And we're going to find out about that during this growing season and some unique things that he did last year to prepare the fields for this year. So Jim, let's start out. We know that you did get some rain this week, not a lot, but still enough to add some moisture to the fields.
Well, we did. We had, last evening we had a strong 40 hundredths, which was really about the right amount right for this year because, you know, some of the seed was in a little bit of drier ground. We had planted some rye, and I'd gotten done with that planting yesterday, and obviously I knew it was going to be hard, and the ground was hard, and in some spots it was in kind of a more drier than I wanted, but that 40 hundredths was a blessing.
Very much so. Let's talk about planting rye. Why do you plant rye in your operation?
You know, it's for weed pressure. Rye is noted for suppressing weeds, and it was a year ago we decided to put in another field of alfalfa. And we took beans off. We had beans, we took them off. And that was in the fall, we took the beans off. Well, we didn't want to, when we wanted to plant the alfalfa into August of the following year. And it was coming up. My intention was to probably kill it at one point so it didn't get so high because it's pretty tough to manage when it gets fairly tall. Well, as the rye was coming up, I mean, it was really a good stand. And as it got going, and my youngest son, Clayt, who works for Pioneer, he says, well, why don't we just leave that and combine it? We had several different options, Susan, about this. So then after, you know, thinking about this for a while, we decided, well, we're just going to leave it. We cut it, we baled it, it turned out really well. I sold it to a local feed yard down the road here, and we got, I guess it was like $40 a ton, and we had like close to 300 bales off of 50 acres.
What other things did you guys get planted so far this spring?
We've got, I got about 160 acres of corn in, got probably another 50 or 60 to do, and probably another 50, 60 acres of soybeans to do.
The soybeans that you've already gotten planted, have you seen any of them coming up yet?
No, I haven't planted any soybeans yet. I haven't planted any, no.
What do you enjoy about being involved in farming?
Being your own boss. I come and go as I want. And if I mess up, it's on me, I guess. But no, I think my own boss. And being out here, and if I want to get up at 10, if I want to get up at 5, you know, so. I was born and raised on a farm, so I guess it'd be pretty tough for me to probably go live in town.
And it's pretty cool, the one day I was out here visiting with your wife, Jean, you had some extra help out in the field, and that was one of your grandsons. That
was Benjamin. He's a senior at SCOTUS this year, and he'll be attending the University of Nebraska this coming fall. And he's very, very interested when he comes out. He's got suggestions, talks about stuff, and he's more than willing to jump right in and help. And his brother Noah as well. He's getting it too. So yes, they're a lot of good help.
Well, when we come back next time, hopefully one of the boys will be here and we can talk about what it's like to farm with Grandpa, and we'll also see how that alfalfa is doing and how the corn and soybeans have come out of the ground with the cool spring that we've gotten, but some much needed rain here in Polk County. That is this week's Fridays in the Field, brought to you by FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.